Madam Speaker, in strengthening Fijian families, our effort must begin where all families begin, with the birth of a child. We have, all of us, many of us here are fathers. I serve under our Honourable Prime Minister, who is both a father and grandfather. We also have many parents and grandparents watching tonight. And we have parents and grandparents, even great-grandparents, in this august House. Many with more experience than me and many of the others on this side of the House. But regardless, we all know there are few times that are more stressful or more special for a family than when a new child is born. And we want every Fijian family to have a measure of financial security when they welcome the blessing of a new child. That is why we are proud to announce tonight, Madam Speaker, we've allocated $5 million towards Parenthood Assistance Payments in Fiji. That means mothers from families with a household income below $30,000 upon the birth of a child, whether it be her first, second, third child, and so on, will be granted $1,000. The moment the newborn is registered at the BDM office, only upon registration at BDM, and is issued a birth certificate, a new bank account will be opened at any participating bank in the mother's name to receive that Parenthood Assistance Payment. The first $500 will be available immediately to the mother, and those funds can go towards the purchase of whatever is required for the rearing of the child, bringing a measure of security to Fijian families in the midst of what can be a very stressful time. The other $500, Madam Speaker, stays in the bank, where it will earn interest and can be accessed when the child enters Year 1 or Class 1 of primary school. So no child in Fiji, Madam Speaker, will be starting life without a financial foundation. Over the long term, we hope parents will add their own savings to those bank accounts, and that will drive home the importance of savings and of financial planning for more Fijian families. And no fees will be charged in maintaining these accounts, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we know the work doesn't stop with the birth of a child. All mothers, and perhaps to a lesser extent, fathers, know this very well. The lead up to a birth is also an extremely busy and stressful time. And no new or expecting parent in Fiji should be worried about keeping the jobs they need to keep a roof over their family's head, keep the lights on, and keep the family fed. And it's government's job to grant them flexibility and give them financial stability. That is why we're also increasing paid maternity leave from 84 working days to 98 working days, adding another 2 weeks for mothers to take off from work in the preparation of the birth and in the care of their child. And for the very first time, Madam Speaker, we're also introducing a paid 5-day paternity leave for fathers, effective from 1 January 2019. That leave can be taken 3 months before or 3 months after the birth of the child. Madam Speaker, I know we have had a lot of fathers who are taking annual leave to spend time with their wives and their children. Some were making a difficult choice between supporting their families and sustaining their paycheck. Those days are over, because we cannot undervalue fatherhood, Madam Speaker. Fathers cannot leave everything to their wives. They can and must be a big part of rearing their children. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, I think more Fijian fathers ought to be changing diapers. I can tell you certainly an experience. And that's another reason among many that Fijian mothers are very keen to get their fathers back in the house, helping at home as well. It is almost a very rewarding experience altogether, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we're also introducing a fully paid 5-day family care leave that all employees can utilize each year. So if you need to take your child to the doctor, if your child gets sick at school, if someone you love, such as a parent, is in need of help, or you have another sort of family emergency, you can use these days to be there for your family. Because we cannot let any working Fijian to be torn between going to work and caring for their loved ones when they need help. We've heard a lot recently about compassionate days being taken away from civil servants. That's clearly not the case, Madam Speaker. As of 1st of January 2019, every employee in Fiji will have more days to spend caring for their families than they've ever had before. Madam Speaker, in order to make all of this new leave possible, we need also to be mindful of Fijian businesses. We need to be mindful of productivity. So we'll be holding our final Sports and Wellness public holiday this Friday, which is tomorrow. It's not that we don't appreciate the spirit of the event, it's an important mission, and one that will continue through our massive funding towards the health of our citizens. But it's clear Fijians wanted more flexibility, and we know these 5 new days of family care leave are more than fair recompense. Madam Speaker, it's going to be better off when the employees are able to manage their work-life balance. The employees will be happier, and happy people get more done, and they are more productive. That's just a fact. But to help offset the wages paid to employees for these days, Madam Speaker, we're introducing a 150% tax deduction for all businesses for salaries and wages paid to those employees during those times they take paternity and family care leave.